Welcome to Good Life. I'm Dean Wilson. So glad you've joined us today. You can always see all of our interviews at goodlifetelevision.org. It's been so great to see so many of you on Facebook and Instagram and all the social media platforms from all over the world. And we're glad you're with us today. This is a fantastic program we have today. We've got some stars of the Special Olympics, and you're going to love it. My first guest is Nanette Clark. Nanette, welcome.
Thank you.
So the first question I have to ask Nanette is, she's a bowler. That's one of your sports. And your average, at least in this article, you said it was 164 and your high was 204?
264 is the highest I've ever bowled.
264.
Is that highest?
I need some tips on bowling. Because I'm very competitive, but I'm terrible.
Yeah.
What is your secret? How do you do it? Do you
I
start
know,
do you aim for one of the arrows on the...
Yeah. That's what
Which one do you do?
I mostly focus on the middle one almost half the time.
Focus on the middle arrow.
Yeah.
That seems pretty simple.
Yeah.
But I've never bowled a 264.
Yeah. That was just on a good day. And that was at a tournament too.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was my husband and I. We were in a tournament. We came home with a first place trophy for bowling.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you bowled a 264.
And everybody, I was like the last one to finish up, and everybody got off the bowling alley and just watched me bowl.
Really?
And I hit those strikes and spares like nothing. It just went out there and just gave them my game.
You were in the zone.
I just in the zone.
That is
just
so
like in the
great.
zone, everybody just got silent and just let me bowl.
That is so
yeah.
great. Well, I've never done
I had
that.
like six strikes, which was like 2 strikes, with 6
Right.
all together, and then my spares were like all of it after that. I mean, it was just 3 strikes in the beginning, and then spares, and then you did another 3 strikes. But I just was on my game, and
That's like professional.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that kind of a game.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I want to tell people about you because I think you're an amazing person. Everything I've learned, I was reading a lot about you.
Thank you.
30 years in the Special Olympics. Your husband, you have a husband of 27 years. And one of the most amazing things about you is you volunteer at Cottage Hospital.
Yeah.
And you volunteered not just a little bit, like 12 years, and you just hit 6,000 hours.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Why do you do that? What makes you want to do that?
Well, I started volunteering when we were candy stripers. When volunteering started, when I lived in Ventura, I was at Memorial Hospital, and we were called candy stripers. We wore nurses' uniforms with white stockings. We had little nurses' hats, but we looked like candy stripers because we had striped uniforms, and you had to wear white shoes just like the nurses. When I was at Memorial Hospital, I worked with the patients, where I helped them get dressed, feed them if they need to be fed, showers. I helped make beds. I took stuff down to the lab. At Cottage Hospital, I've been in 7 different departments at Cottage. I started in the kitchen. I've been doing food service for 18 years, most half my life. And then I went to medical records and did the filing for Cottage. I worked in birth registry and did all the birth certificates.
Wow.
Worked in GI lab and cleaned all the machines and escorted patients out. Worked up in mother infant to help mommies out with their babies. But I enjoy it. I'm mostly doing escort now. I've been doing escort for about 5 years. And I'm a very sociable person. I like to talk to people. When people come in, you try to get their focus off of what they need to be, what they're coming in for, basically.
Right.
When you get a mom into labor, I'm right there. Let's go. I mean, you don't waste your time. When you get a mom full in labor, let's go. Got to get mom upstairs.
Right.
She's our number one thing. But a lot of people, when they come in, and when you have whatever you have to have done, we talk about something else, just to get their mind off of what they have to have done.
Yeah.
And it really helps. It really
does.
And just bringing a smile to them. It just, with all the COVID right now, you have to wear a mask and everything, we can't smile at people. You can kind of do with your eyes
Smile with
a
your
little
eyes.
bit, but
Yeah.
that's all you can do. But Yeah, I greet everybody when they come in the morning time and say good morning, and just I really like it.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Our community is blessed to have people like you. I mean, in that
Thank
hospital,
you.
It's a great hospital, but it's the people that make it
Yeah.
great. You've spoken on behalf of the Special Olympics before.
Yeah.
You've raised money. You raised $800, I think, one time.
Yeah, by myself.
By yourself.
By myself. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Most I've ever raised.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. When you speak, what do you speak about? What do you say about the Special Olympics?
Well, I've been a global messenger going on, I can't even think when I even started. I would say 15 years, but I think it's less than that. But I'm Raymond Hooper and I were the first two to start global messaging when they, and I haven't done like traveling wise where we go to different cities yet. But I do go like to our conferences that I've gone places, and I talk about Special Olympics and tell my sports are, and I've enjoyed it. I wish I started as a kid. My mom never knew about it.
Oh, really?
She wished she would have known about it way before.
Yeah.
I would probably started as a kid, but I started when I was 25 years old, when I moved up here to Santa Barbara, and I've met great friends, great athletes, and we support each other, and I really like Special Olympics.
If there was a family watching, like parents that had a child that they were considering this, would you encourage them to
Oh yeah.
go for it
Yeah.
with Special Olympics?
And every time when I'm on Facebook a lot, so when I see families that have a child that has Down syndrome, and they're babies, and people always put stuff on Facebook. Do you think I'm beautiful? And I'm always complimenting and said, you're no different from anybody else.
Right.
You're special, and people need to see that. And
That's right.
you're special in every way. And I get lots of compliments from the parents, and I tell them about Special Olympics and tell them I'm an athlete. And I tell them how old that their child has to be to start Special Olympics, and they tell me thank you almost all the time.
No,
And
that's
I
so
get
good.
feedback a lot. So, but I don't criticize anybody. I'm a Christian. My grandparents have taught us to love one another and to treat people with respect.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what race you are.
Right.
You love everybody. And I had a grandmother that just wasn't a very nice person. She was very critical, very picky. But I never followed her footsteps. I turned the other cheek and said, you know what? These are my friends. So,
Love one another.
you can only do what you can do.
Yeah. Love
Yeah.
one another.
Love one another.
Have you thought about running for president? We need
I don't know. Yeah.
I'll support you.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'll be the campaign manager.
Congress would be good.
Congress.
Yeah,
Nanette
Congress.
for Clark
Yeah.
for Congress.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite sport? You've done swimming, powerlifting, bowling, bocce ball.
Well,
I've heard you're very
I've been
competitive.
swimming since I was a baby.
Have you?
My mom put me in the pool when I was about 2 months old, and loved the water ever since, and just became natural at it. I was on the swim team in high school when I was at Boyna High School, and
Is that your favorite swimming?
yeah, and then I did track and field. I was also a volleyball player. My parents were both professional volleyball players. Follows
really?
in our family.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You're,
I got good genes in my family. 2 years ago, my grandpa, my dad's dad, died at 100 years old.
Oh my.
2 years ago, and we had a big celebration for him. And but he was the last grandparent to live, and he stayed around long enough to see his newest great grandchild,
Wow.
third generation.
Wow.
Grandpa has 13 grandchildren, 22 great grandchildren,
Oh my gosh.
and 9 great grandbabies.
Oh my
And
goodness.
there's only 5 boys, and all the rest are girls. And I'm the firstborn granddaughter in the family.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, he must be proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, that-
Grandpa's always looking
Yeah,
down on me.
He's looking down.
Yep.
Well, and we need to say hi to you said your family will see this on Facebook.
Yes.
So hello to the family.
Hello, family.
You got an amazing one right
Yeah.
here. Annette, it's so great to meet you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all your success and all your
Thank you.
volunteering. Thank you for everything you've done for the
Thank you.
community. You're an amazing person.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Welcome back. My next Special Olympics all-star human being is Amy Petersons. Amy, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to meet you.
It's great to meet you and to be here today.
Yeah, and I see you got some of your medals.
Yeah.
Some of your hardware.
Two first medals.
Those are both first
Yeah.
place. That's amazing. Which one is your favorite? Which one was your
Of gold, of course.
Gold, of course. But is there one particular race or event
No.
that you won?
No,
You like them all?
I like them all.
That is amazing. And that's a 2017 World Games? Is that what that's from?
Yes.
And what did you compete in?
I ski and I compete in skiing.
Skiing. I want to talk about that because
All
you
right.
Amy actually wrote a speech for me. You make my job very easy. So Amy competed as a skier. I've heard that you're like this amazing, fearless kind of skier.
Yeah.
And you had this special experience with a good friend of mine named Donna Reeves,
Correct.
who's also an all-star. Donna was your coach,
Correct.
and you guys skied as a unified team
Correct.
at Lake Tahoe?
Mammoth.
Mammoth.
Yeah.
And then you won together, so you got to go to the World Winter Games
Yes.
in Colorado Springs.
Correct.
What do you remember about that? What did you like the most about that experience?
Skiing with Donna, and I got to meet Billy Kid,
Billy.
who's a world famous skier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he won the gold in, I'm not sure what year,
Wow.
but he won gold.
Wow. And you got to meet him.
I got to meet him. We
Wow.
had a dance, and I got just him. He sent a cowboy hat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You still have it?
Yeah.
Wow. How great is that? Is skiing your favorite sport?
Yes, it is. I also like bocce.
Bocce.
Yeah.
How long have you played bocce?
I played for about 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never done that. Is it hard?
No, it's actually fun. It's just bowling. It's like bowling.
Like bowling?
Yeah.
But it's on the grass?
But it's on clay or grass.
Clay or grass?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just like my friend Nan. She
Okay.
plays bocce
Bocce.
too.
Right. You have volunteered in the community
Correct.
at United Cerebral Palsy?
Right. I pushed wheelchairs with people who can't, and I help fed people who can't feed themselves.
People can't feed themselves.
Right. Some hands were like this, and they can't feed themselves. So I helped to feed them,
That's
and I
amazing.
enjoyed it very much.
How long have you done that?
I've done that for about 10 years.
Wow. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
You still do it?
No, I don't.
Not anymore.
No, that program disintegrated.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
Okay, but you did it for 10 years?
yeah.
Wow. Well, I want to talk to you about something because you're kind of famous. I don't know if you know that. But in Montecito, I went to Westmont College.
I
Okay.
also worked there.
You worked there?
Yeah,
Oh, well, there we go. You have worked at Vons a long time, haven't you?
right.
How many years? Do you know?
About 10.
10.
And I've worked at Westmont for about 15.
15.
Yeah,
Well, I always remembered you when I saw the picture that you were coming today.
Yeah.
I said, I know her from Vons because you're always there, it seems like, and you have a great attitude, spirit when you're working. I think people remember you.
Yeah.
People like me. I'm just an average shopper, but I remembered you.
interesting.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
But because I don't remember most people at the grocery store, I wouldn't remember. But I remembered you.
it's a small world.
It's a small world, and you must do a good job.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your smile.
I don't know. One, and I've got a couple of comments from the customers how wonderful I do a job for them.
Is that right?
Yeah. Like, we don't come to the store without Amy.
Yeah.
We don't come here because if Amy weren't here, we won't come to the store.
I agree. I'm with them, as we
Yeah.
need to tell that manager that Amy is a rock star.
Thank you.
Don't
They know, like he already knows, because one day he said, we couldn't do this job without you.
I agree.
We can't do it without you.
Yeah.
His name is Aaron.
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 Okay, so if people are watching, we need to contact Aaron and let him know. She needs a raise.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're a star there. But it's, you know, it's really special what you do there. Last question is, what do you like the most about Special Olympics?
I like meeting new people and making new friends.
Yeah.
Getting exercise.
Yeah.
Traveling with people and being out in the community,
Yeah.
and winning medals.
That's great. Well, it's an honor for me to meet you.
Thank you.
And you're a really special person.
Thank you.
Amazing person. The volunteering, your work, Special Olympics, you kind of do it all. So it's an honor to have you on our show.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amy.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
See you next time. I'm Dean Wilson. This is Good Life. We want to invite you to our website, www.goodlifetelevision.org. All of the episodes, the full form interviews, are on goodlifetelevision.org. And one other thing, we're always looking for great stories, great people. They don't have to be famous. In fact, most of them that come on Good Life aren't famous. But we love great stories of overcoming, of persevering, of entrepreneurial creativity, of young people doing great things, of people who are peacemakers in our community. So if you know of one, make sure you let us know about it. We'd love to have them on the program. So goodlifetelevision.org, and if you know of somebody with a great story, send them our way. We'll see you real soon. Welcome back. My next Special Olympics star is Sam Harigi.
Yes.
Sam, how are you?
How you doing?
Tell me about your belt. Is this for...
No, because I have this guy named Bud.
Yeah.
He used to be my full hockey coach, and he goes, okay, Sam goes, I'll get you a weight ball if you do floor hockey. And he bought it for me
Oh, really? As a gift?
as a gift.
So when you started floor hockey?
And I told him, he goes, I got you a new weight ball. I said, oh my gosh, thank you, Bud. It's like one thing I have to keep memories of him. So every time I wear this, I can think about him.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Now, you have been with the Special Olympics over 20 years.
Yes.
And you've played softball, basketball, floor hockey, tennis, swimming, and bocce ball.
Yes.
Which is your favorite?
Tennis.
Tennis.
Yeah.
But you play them all still?
Play every single sport. Yeah,
Wow. And what about bowling?
Oh, I love bowling.
What's your high score?
135.
135. Yeah, that's above where I'm at. Now, I read a lot about you, and one of the people that was quoted here said, Sam has won too many medals to count.
I know. I get so many medals. What can I say?
What do you do with them all?
I just keep them.
They're in your house?
I put them in my house. I just keep them. Like, it keeps me proud. I got to represent Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I also read about you. Well, you were the athlete of the year.
Yes, I was.
And one of your coaches said, Sam is our comforter who does his best to make us all laugh, and he's always grateful for each day, and he says thank you after every practice. I want to ask you about this because we're coming up on Thanksgiving. You have a thankful attitude.
Yes.
Why are you so thankful?
That's why I'm thankful because I have friends and Dan Weiner. He helps me a lot. He calls me. I help him volunteering for Special Olympics. He goes, Sam goes, what? You want to help me? He goes, yeah. So I go to the office and I help him out with like fired up, and the plunge, and making phone calls. People want to volunteer. I mean, I help Los Pensions a lot.
You help a lot.
Yes.
And you're thankful. That's kind of who you are.
Yes. They call me and say, "Hey Sam, you help me out?" I goes, "Yeah." So I come down and help them out. They call me.
Wow. That's a great attitude. That's pretty rare, actually.
Yes.
To have that kind of attitude.
Yes, it is.
You, in March of 2018, I think it was, you led the Santa Barbara Dolphins to a third-place finish at the Floor Hockey Championship. Do you remember that?
Yes.
In Bakersfield?
Yes.
What was the highlight? What is your memory of that event?
Well, when we played hockey, they say, "Sam, you can make a goal." So I got the stick and went inside the goal and I won.
That was it?
That was it.
You make it sound so easy.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy,
Just
baby.
got the stick,
Got the
hit it
stick
in the
and-
goal? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, here's another question for
Go
you.
ahead.
I've heard you like to go to the movies.
Yes, I love going to the movies.
What is your favorite? Do you have a favorite movie or two? Or
I got a
three?
lot of. Last time I saw what's it called? I saw Harry Potter,
Okay.
and I saw Boss Lady, and I saw I seen Panda, Kung Fu Panda.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I went to a lot of movies.
you like movies.
I love movies.
And I heard you like spaghetti and Mexican food.
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
so if you had your last meal and you had to pick, what would it be? Spaghetti?
Mexican.
Mexican. I'm with you. I'm right with you on that one. If someone had a young child and they were thinking about the Special Olympics, what would you say to them? Would you encourage them to go for it?
Yes.
Why?
Well, if they want to do a Special Olympics, they gotta do is fill it up. All gotta do is go on the computer or call the Special Olympics, tell them to say you want to volunteer, or you just give them a Medicare, one of those medical forms. They have to fill them out, go to a doctor,
Yeah.
and they give them to the Special Olympics office, and they tell them what sport they want to play.
That's it. It's easy.
Yeah.
But it's rewarding. I mean, you're glad you did it.
Yes.
And you met a lot of friends there probably.
Yeah, I met a lot of friends there.
And are you going to keep going
Yeah,
for a long time?
I'm gonna keep on going.
That is amazing. Well, Sam, I think we can all learn about gratitude from you because your attitude is so good that I think that's rare. I think that's something we can all learn from. And I don't know why she calls you the comforter, but you must do something nice. You must do something right.
You know me, I'm just a comforter. Every time I do that,
I'm a
what
comforter.
they say, one thing in the comforter is I see my friends, I give them the hugs.
You give 'em
I
hugs?
give them, shake their hands. One thing.
Right.
I'm the comforter.
I love it. We need more hugs too.
Oh,
COVID.
sure, no problem.
Are you game for hugging?
I'm game.
Okay, so if you need a hug, this is your guy.
I'm not gonna give you hugs.
Not in COVID, but
Not in COVID, please.
Sam, it's great to meet you.
Oh, good to meet
Thanks
you
for
too.
coming on my show.
Thank you. Thank
And
you for having me.
We wish you success winning a lot more medals.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you next time. All right, my next two guests are with me. Steve Glick and Deborah Day are with me. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for inviting us.
Now, Deborah, I'll start with you. So you've played and coached.
Yes,
Which one do you like better? Playing or
like-
coaching?
playing.
Playing.
Yeah,
Now, I've read you did
I do bocce.
bocce and floor hockey. Is
Yeah.
that? And is one of those? Do you have a favorite sport?
Well, I'm a goalie.
You're a goalie.
I'm a goalie for floor hockey.
Oh, really?
And there was one game I almost had a shutout, but they got past me.
Oh, well, that happens.
Yeah,
But so you've always played goalie.
yeah.
That's great. I think if I played, I'd like to play goalie. And how long? Do you know how long you've been involved with the Special Olympics?
Like close to 30 years.
Close to 30 years.
Yeah,
Wow. All in Santa Barbara?
yeah. Because I started when I was at Devereaux. I started out with swimming.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Wow. That is great. Have
Yeah.
you met a lot of friends?
I did.
Yeah.
Mostly from Ventura.
Okay. Now, Steve, 27 years in the Special Olympics. Tennis, golf, bocce ball. and you've coached tennis and bocce ball teams.
Yeah.
Tell us your favorite thing kind of about being involved with the Special Olympics.
Just helping out people. Just,
Yeah.
and they listen to you.
So you find when you're coaching, they listen to you?
Yeah.
That's always nice. Yeah. You've also done a little bit of speaking to people about the Special Olympics. What do you share with them, or what would you say to a parent maybe who had a child who was thinking about the Special Olympics? What would you say to them about your experience and why they might want to try it?
I was just saying, first I'll tell them the sports, see what they might like,
Yeah.
and then give them the phone number of Special Olympics to call.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good place to start. Do you have a favorite sport?
Well, bocce, but golf's the main one. I like golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Where do you play around here?
Well, we practice at Twin Lakes.
Twin Lakes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're a golfer.
Yeah. I remember back 2014, I played golf before the World Games over at Griffin Park,
Okay.
and I felt like a pro. It was 3 days of it.
I bet you did.
I had a good shot that day too. One day.
What do you shoot normally?
I don't know what I shoot, but 30 feet away, I had a good chipping, but I didn't get in the hole.
But close?
Yeah, kept going up and up.
Oh, really?
Everybody else says, "Get in, get in."
Really?
Yeah.
See, my short game's the toughest part.
Yeah.
The chipping is hard.
Yeah.
So that's
Chipping's good. My putting, just my long drive.
your putting's good,
Putting's good, yeah.
but the driving. How about the driving?
Driving, I need to still work on it.
Yeah, me too. One of your heroes is Rayford Johnson, isn't it?
Yes.
And I read that about you. Have you ever met? Did you ever get to meet him?
Yeah, I think in 07, he gave me an award. I think like a award one day.
Really?
Yeah,
And you got it from Rayford Johnson?
yeah,
That's a big deal.
yeah.
Wow.
I think that after a year down there or something with another person that got it too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, I've been told about you, Steve, that you have great leadership skills.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
What's one of your secrets to success about being a leader?
That's a good question.
That's why I asked that.
Just listen.
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 That's a really
Yeah.
good idea. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, there's another story about you that you thought at one point that the team needed a new bus or van. And so you decided to have a fundraiser?
Yes.
And you got it?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
We just got out and have people donate to us.
What was the fundraiser? Did you just ask for money?
Yeah.
Or did you have an event?
Might be an event, I don't remember.
Wow, that's fantastic. Well, you guys have done some amazing things, and it's amazing to meet you both. 30 years,
Yeah.
and 27 years. We got a lot of years of Special Olympics. So congratulations on all your success and your leadership, and you're a St. Louis Cardinals fan, so go Cardinals. You're wearing Cardinal red. I'm wearing Dodger blue. That's all right. We're still getting along. Well, thank you guys for coming on this program.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations on all your success. See you next time. Welcome back. My next Special Olympics star is Chris Powers. Chris, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. I want to start, Chris. You are a multi-sport athlete. You've got some unbelievable accomplishments here in the Special Olympics, but I have to start with this famous soccer game. Okay, so Santa Barbara and Bakersfield are tied 2-2 after regulation and a 10-minute overtime. So there was going to be a shootout. You were the goalie, and you defended all the penalty kicks that you faced. And then you ended up being one of the sudden death shooters. We have this moment on camera. There are people, teammates praying, as you can see. And Chris does this. Chris, tell me about that moment, and did you plan to go top corner right with that shot all along?
Well, my coach told me to go to the top corner. My coach told me to do that. So my coach said, aim for the top corner.
Your coach told you to go top corner?
Yes. Dan Weiner.
Dan Weiner. And so he said go top corner right, and you just went top corner right.
Yep.
Game winner.
Yep.
Was that one of your most special moments in the Special Olympics?
Yes, it was.
What did Chris? What's your favorite sport? Would you say?
My favorite sport I would say is golf.
Golf? Really?
Yeah.
And you have played bocce ball, basketball, softball, soccer, track and field, swimming, and volleyball. They call you the man for all seasons because you play so many sports. But you're saying golf is your favorite now.
Yes.
Now, tell me, Chris, you were the first ever recipient of a special award that's given out at Harry's Plaza Cafe at the Santa Barbara Athletic Roundtable. It's the Chris K. Spear Special Olympics Athlete of the Month. You were the first one to get it in January 2018. What was that like?
It felt good. It felt good to get
surprised?
that award. I was surprised, yes.
That's a really special honor to be the first one.
Yeah.
Now, here's another quote I have. Jerry Siegel said about you, he said, he's a terrific athlete, and one of the terrific things about him is that he's a great teammate. He's very supportive of his teammates. What do you think is the secret to being a great teammate?
Just be out there with your team and have fun and compete.
Compete and have fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like you do that well. One other thing about you I read about is that, is it true that you worked at the YMCA?
Yes.
Do you still?
No, right now I got laid off permanently, and I have to go reapply next year after the virus.
Oh, you're going to reapply, so you may go back.
Well, I have to go reapply and try to get my job back.
Well, that's great. How do you like working at the YMCA? Have you liked it?
I like it a lot.
What do you do?
I work with the kids.
With the kids. That's great. Which one do you work at? The Montecito or downtown?
The one on Hitchcock.
Hitchcock. Okay, that's fantastic. Last question. I hear you like to go hiking with your brother. Is that true?
Yes.
What's your favorite hike?
Cold Springs Road.
Cold Springs. That's a good one. I've never done it, but I've heard. Well, hey, man, it is great to meet you. Congratulations on all your success on this special award and on lots of years of success with the Special Olympics. It's an honor to have you on our program.
Well, thank you.
All right, we'll see you soon.
This is Good Life. I'm Dean Wilson. What is Good Life TV, you may ask? Well, let me tell you. Good Life TV exists to inspire, empower, educate, and encourage. Those are the things we want to do in a rough year that we're having. We want to encourage you. We want to inspire you. We're telling stories. They're real life stories. They're not all celebrities. They're people from all walks of life. And I think you're really going to be encouraged. There's a bunch of them at goodlifetelevision.org. So go there today, goodlifetelevision.org. Get encouraged. We love you. God bless you. Welcome back. My next guest is Jerry Siegel. Jerry's an amazing guy. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Nice to be here.
Jerry's been a volunteer with the Special Olympics for a lot of years, but I was just reading about your story, and just to give you a little background. So Jerry graduated from Stanford, London School of Economics, Yale Law School, and then in 1973 and 74 was a law clerk in the Supreme Court. So this is a rare bio for somebody coming on this little old program. But tell us a little bit about kind of your career, and then you ended up as an assistant U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York. Tell us a little about your career, kind of what that was like.
None of it was planned. As you said, I'm originally from Northern California, and after law school, I was going to come home to California, and then the opportunity to work at the Supreme Court arose. Ironically, that ended up being the year the Watergate tapes case came to the court, and then I got recruited to go to the U.S. Attorney's Office in New York as a prosecutor, and I thought, I'll never get a chance to do this again.
Right.
20 years later,
Still there.
and decided to come back to California a couple of years after 9/11.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I read something about that 9/11 as an experience kind of changed your. You were going to pick up your son, or
Yeah.
and tell us about that day.
It was unbelievable. It was just a beautiful Tuesday, as I recall, and I could see down Lexington Avenue, and I could see that something had happened. Something had happened. Nobody knew at that point. Smoke coming out of the World Trade Center, and soon heard what had happened. Went in and was looking at TV, and had to go down and pick him up from school about a mile from the World Trade Center.
Oh wow!
And it was just so eerie, because it was this beautiful day, and everything was silent. Everybody was walking. The subway wasn't working. The bus wasn't working. It was just still gets to me to think about it.
Yeah, and you went and picked up your son.
Yeah.
Has that day changed your perspective?
Oh yeah.
How so?
Just I mean, it makes you appreciate life. It makes you. You never, I mean, the mothers of some of my son's classmates died in the World Trade Center. 5 people that my wife worked with were at a breakfast meeting there. It just changes your perspective. You're grateful for every day. You realize something can happen every day.
Yeah, that's well put. And you use the word perspective, which is a great segue into my next question. I think you've experienced something that I've experienced, which we have a special needs child, and it's changed our life, and we're 18 years in now. There's something about the perspective that comes with some of these all-stars that we've had on the program today that you must have tasted in all the work you've done, which is a lot in this for Special Olympics. Tell us kind of about your experience with special needs friends and what it's done in your life.
It was sort of fortuitous that I got involved with it when we moved, to Santa Barbara from New York, and I just heard they needed a soccer coach, so I figured I can do that, and that was 16 years ago. And one of the things I really love about working with my athletes is their devotion to and care for one another. I mean, I played sports in high school and college, and we were nasty to one another.
Right.
I mean, it was competitive.
Right.
What I love here is people are supportive of the people on their team, and they're also very comforting and supportive to people that they're competing against. And if somebody loses, or they think they had a bad day, or they're kind of down, other people will support them in a way that I think is unique.
Yes.
And it's very heartwarming.
Yes.
It's one of the most rewarding parts of the coaching, is just that involvement with my athletes.
Yeah, they love each other.
They love each other, and they have a bond that, you know, you walk around Santa Barbara during the week or before the pandemic,
Right.
and you'll see groups of them hanging out together, having breakfast together, and they're all very supportive of one another, and we all are connected in a really lovely way.
Yeah, I read a quote from one of the athletes that I had on, and she said, "I'm competitive, but what I'm really trying to get is my personal best." I thought, you know, that is a profound thought. I'm not trying to beat you. I'm trying to do my best, which I'm like, that could, I mean, the things we can learn from these
That's
friends.
really true.
Isn't
really
that amazing?
True. Amazing.
And it's a total perspective shift.
Yeah. And you'll learn that from working with them. You sort of know it intellectually, but you don't feel it, and then you'll have some experience with the athletes, and it's just incredible.
The light goes on.
Yeah.
And it's as a perspective thing, some of them are facing challenges that are far beyond what you and I face.
Absolutely.
But yet the joy just seems like it's flowing, you know, which
And
is
it really is universal, you know. World Games were held in Southern California every
Right.
4 years. World Games. 2015 in Los Angeles, we had 6,000 athletes from 166 countries coming to LA, and we first divided them up into groups of 100 and sent them to different cities around Southern California, and then you know, they sort of got acclimated and got to experience life in Southern California. And then the games started, 26 sports, and it didn't matter where anybody was from, what team they were on. It was just the same kind of spirit you saw.
Yeah.
And the sheer joy of participating in sports together for 8 days. It was wonderful.
so great. And you got to be on the ground there for
Yeah.
8 days.
Yep. I was a track and field assistant I got to work at the finish line, catch people, hug them.
Wow.
Just wonderful. It's really, truly one of the most memorable experiences of my life.
So great. How are you liking Santa Barbara? You've been here, I know, 17 years. But,
Yeah.
But you're born, kind of raised in San Jose, go to New York, and you end up here.
It's been great,
Yeah.
other than my house burning down once. But
I did read that. You lost your house in the T-fire.
T-Fire, yeah.
Good grief.
But, you know, you get over it, and the community comes together and supports you. I mean, lots of good things came out of it in the end. I don't wish it on anybody, but
Right. But wow. In 2013, the great Rayford Johnson presented you an Outstanding Adult Volunteer Award. Just in closing here, if somebody had never heard of the Special Olympics, what's so special about the Special Olympics to you?
I think it's some of what we've talked about, which is the attitude, the love of one another. I mean, I just feel incredibly close with all my athletes, and they feel very close with one another. And I have good friends and things like that. The other thing is, I should mention, is the people you meet as a result of coaching or being involved with Special Olympics are just as wonderful. I mean,
Yeah.
some of my best friends are people I met through Special
Is that
Olympics
right?
and work with. Oh yeah.
So that people can volunteer, they can donate, but I think it is a great thing to get involved
It
in.
really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Jerry, thanks for all you've done. I've heard
My
about you
pleasure.
from Donna Reeves, and that thanks for your service in this way. It's I think a rare thing for a Stanford, London School of Economics, Yale graduate to be laying down his life with this kind of thing like you have. So thanks for what you've done.
I've loved it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for coming,
Thanks for having me.
and we'll see you next time. When I wake up in the morning, I think of you. And I think of how can Good Life TV inspire you, encourage you, motivate you, empower you, because in a rough world right now, that's what we need to do. We need to stick together. We need to dwell on good things. We have 86,400 seconds per day. What are you dwelling on? Well, at Good Life TV, we want to help you dwell on the good stuff. Go to goodlifetelevision.org right now. goodlifetelevision.org. We'll see you soon.